Testimony was simple, but incredibly powerful. As Lily left the stand and came back to sit with me, I hugged her tightly and told her how proud I was of her. Her words had cut through all the lies. This was something that Matt couldn't fake. It was a turning point in the case, and it gave me hope. The judge took everything into consideration, including Rachel's behavior in court and Lily's testimony. Meanwhile, Rachel's desperation led her to more extreme measures. She faked injuries and claimed I was the one who injured her, but her lies started to unravel when inconsistencies in her stories were exposed. My lawyer played the recordings I had made of my phone calls with Rachel. In these recordings, Rachel's true nature came out. You could hear her slurring her words, yelling irrationally, and making threats. The real kicker was when my lawyer showed the photos and videos of Rachel showing up drunk to supervised visits. There she was, in front of the whole court, stumbling and incoherent. She played the video in its entirety. I looked at Rachel while she watched herself cause a scene. She sunk down and tried to make herself appear smaller. Rachel's face went pale as the evidence was laid out. She tried to interrupt and explain away the recordings and the photos, but it was clear to everyone in the courtroom that her facade was cracking. The final blow came when my lawyer called one of Rachel's own friends to the stand. This friend reluctantly admitted that Rachel had a serious drinking problem and had often confided in her about how she felt bad at times for manipulating the court case. She even mentioned how Rachel had laughed about turning my own parents against me. The courtroom was silent as the weight of this testimony sank in. Rachel's lawyer, her brother Matt, looked visibly flustered for the first time. He tried to regain control, but the damage was done. The judge looked at Rachel with disapproval. Rachel started to lash out. She made desperate attempts to deny the evidence, but her stories were too inconsistent. She kept getting caught up in lies. She claimed the recordings were fake and that the photos were staged, but her points were weak and desperate. The judge took a moment and said that the evidence presented had shown a pattern of instability and dishonesty that could not be ignored. It was like music to my ears. Rachel's lies were unraveling right before her eyes, and there was nothing she could do to stop it. For the first time, I felt a bit of hope that Lily could stay with me. My lawyer also shared moments from my life with Lily, including